Hello everyone, and welcome. In today's DMV Written Test 2024 Permit Practice, Test Questions Answers Practice Session, we'll go through 200 updated questions designed to help you prepare for the exam. When each question appears, pause the video first. Choose the answer you believe is correct, then comment your answer below before resuming the video to see the correct answer. Keep track of your score as you move through the questions, and let's get started. Question 1. When traveling on a multi-lane roadway with traffic moving in opposite directions, how should drivers use the shared center lane? Option A, to pass other vehicles. Option B, to slow down or stop before turning left. Option C, as a through traffic lane when traffic is moving too slowly. Option D, as a parking lane. The correct answer is option C, as a through traffic lane when traffic is moving too slowly. Explanation. The only time a vehicle should enter the center lane is at a point where the vehicle will have time to slow down or stop in order to make a safe left turn maneuver. The center lane should never be used as a passing lane or as a through traffic lane. Question 2. When merging onto a freeway, it is usually best to: Option A, proceed slowly while waiting for an opening. Option B, accelerate to a speed that is faster than the speed of traffic. Option C, turn on your hazard lights until safely on the freeway. Option D, accelerate to the speed of freeway traffic. The correct answer is option D, accelerate to the speed of freeway traffic. Explanation. When entering a freeway, use the on-ramp to accelerate to the speed of freeway traffic so you can blend in smoothly and safely. Entering traffic must yield to traffic already on the freeway. Question 3. What are the colors of signs that tell you the distance to the next exit on a highway? Option A, yellow with black letters. Option B, black with white letters. Option C, red with white letters. Option D, green with white letters. The correct answer is option D, green with white letters. Explanation. Signs providing information about destinations are green with white letters or symbols. Question 4. The top type of vehicular crash involving 16-year-old drivers in Pennsylvania is: Option A, single vehicle / run off the road. Option B, being sideswiped on an interstate. Option C, driving in reverse on a side street. Option D, driving on the shoulder of a highway. The correct answer is option A, single vehicle / run off the road. Explanation. The most frequent crash type in which 16-year-old drivers in Pennsylvania are involved is a single vehicle run off the road crash. From 2009 to 2011, there were 2,293 crashes and 45 people killed. Question 5. When passing another vehicle, you should: Option A, make eye contact with the driver. Option B, assume the driver doesn't see you. Option C, honk your horn. Option D, wait for the other driver to signal that it is safe to do so. The correct answer is option B, assume the driver doesn't see you. Explanation. Whenever you pass another driver, bicyclist, or pedestrian, you should assume as a precaution that they do not see you. Question 6. When changing lanes you should not: Option A, check your side and rear view mirrors. Option B, give a turn signal to signal your intentions. Option C, check for other drivers who may be moving into the same lane as you. Option D, use your cell phone to contact the police to determine if the road ahead is clear. The correct answer is option A, check your side and rear view mirrors. Explanation. Before changing lanes, check your side and rear view mirrors for traffic approaching you from behind. Use your turn signal to let other drivers know you plan to change lanes. Check for other drivers who also may be moving into the same lane. Question 7 blank greatly increase stopping distances and severity of crashes. Option A, high speeds. Option B, slow speeds. Option C, night drives. Option D, uphill inclines. The correct answer is option A, high speeds. Explanation. High speeds greatly increase stopping distances and severity of crashes. The faster you drive, the greater the impact or striking power of your vehicle, should you be involved in a collision. Question 8. Traffic fatalities in work zones are most commonly the result of: Option A, tire blowouts. Option B, hydroplaning due to water sprayed on the roadway. Option C, loss of steering control after driving over wet paint. Option D, carelessness and speeding. The correct answer is option D, carelessness and speeding. Explanation. Carelessness and speeding are the main causes of traffic-related fatalities in work zones. Question 9. You may turn right on a solid red traffic light. Option A, when there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Option B, before pedestrians have crossed any intersecting crosswalks. Option C, before coming to a complete stop. Option D, after coming to a complete stop and yielding to pedestrians and vehicles in the intersection. The correct answer is option D, after coming to a complete stop and yielding to pedestrians and vehicles in the intersection. Explanation. You may turn right on a solid red light after coming to a full stop. You may only turn if it is safe to do so and if there is no sign prohibiting the turn. Yield to cross traffic and pedestrians. Question 10. If you were unable to get a good view of cross traffic when stopped at an intersection controlled by a stop sign, you should. Option A, wait 5 seconds, then proceed. Option B, sound your horn before proceeding. Option C, put down your windows, listen for traffic, and then proceed. Option D, pull forward slowly, check for traffic and pedestrians, and proceed when clear. The correct answer is option D. Pull forward slowly, check for traffic and pedestrians, and proceed when clear. Explanation. When stopped at a stop sign, where you cannot see cross traffic, yield to any pedestrians and then carefully pull forward past the stop line until you can see clearly. Check for traffic and pedestrians. Go ahead when the intersection is clear. Question 11. A traffic signal showing a steady red light means, option A, stop. Don't travel straight ahead while the light is red. Option B, stop, look for danger, and then cross the intersection. Option C, slow down and yield to other traffic. Option D, quickly drive through the intersection. The correct answer is option A. Stop. Don't travel straight ahead while the light is red. Explanation. A steady red traffic light means drivers must come to a complete stop. You must wait until the traffic light turns green and there is no crossing traffic before you move ahead. Question 12. When driving on a gravel or dirt road, you should. Option A, slow down. Option B, increase your speed. Option C, come to a complete stop. Option D, maintain your speed. The correct answer is option A, slow down. Explanation. When driving on gravel or dirt, you need to slow down. It will take you much longer to stop on gravel or dirt than on a paved roadway, and it is much easier to skid when turning. Question 13. Your lane position should do all the following, except option A, increase your ability to see and be seen. Option B, avoid other drivers' blind spots. Option C, avoid surface hazards. Option D, prevent access to an escape route. The correct answer is option B, avoid other drivers' blind spots. Explanation. A properly chosen lane position should provide a number of benefits, including an increased ability to see others and to be seen. It should help you avoid wind blasts, other drivers' blind spots, and surface hazards. Your lane position should discourage other drivers from trying to share your lane and provide you with an escape route, should a hazard arise. Question 14. If not otherwise prohibited by a sign, a driver stopped at a solid red traffic light may, option A, turn right after yielding to other traffic and pedestrians. Option B, never turn right. Option C, turn right at any time. Option D, turn right only after sounding their horn. The correct answer is option A, turn right after yielding to other traffic and pedestrians. Explanation. After stopping at an intersection with a solid red traffic light, you may turn right unless a sign prohibits such movement. You must yield to all pedestrians and all vehicles before making such a turn. Question 15. An anti-lock braking system ABS will, option A, allow you to drive faster than you would be able to otherwise. Option B, allow you to follow other vehicles more closely than you would be able to otherwise. Option C, allow you to drive less carefully than you would be able to otherwise. Option D, not decrease your stopping distance. The correct answer is option D, not decrease your stopping distance. Explanation. Anti-lock braking systems ABS will help you to maintain control during hard braking. ABS will not necessarily shorten your stopping distance. Question 16. Reversible lanes are indicated by Option A, double broken yellow lines. Option B, double solid white lines. Option C, double solid yellow lines. Option D, a single solid yellow line. The correct answer is option A, double broken yellow lines. Explanation. Some travel lanes are designed to carry traffic in one direction at certain times, then in the opposite direction at other times. These lanes are separated by a barrier or marked by double broken yellow lines. Question 17. When entering a highway from an entrance ramp, you should generally: Option A, enter above the speed of traffic to get ahead. Option B, enter slowly to avoid other vehicles. Option C, stop first, then slowly enter traffic. Option D, accelerate to the speed of traffic. The correct answer is option D, accelerate to the speed of traffic. Explanation. Entrance ramps for highways often have acceleration lanes. When merging with traffic from an acceleration lane, you should put your signal on, look for an opening in traffic, accelerate up to the speed of traffic, and merge into an opening in traffic. Question 18. If you need to slow down while turning, you should: Option A, apply the rear brake and lean farther into the turn. Option B, never apply the brakes. Option C, use caution and apply both brakes. Option D, apply the rear brake only. The correct answer is option C, use caution and apply both brakes. Explanation. If you must brake while turning, it is possible to use both brakes safely. Use great care when doing this. Question 19. When approaching a railroad crossing, Option A, you will likely be able to outdrive a train. Option B, you should not rely only on warning signals. Option C, you should roll a window down to listen for an approaching train. Option D, you should only worry about the track closest to your vehicle. The correct answer is option B, you should not rely only on warning signals. Explanation. You should never rely only on warning signals to alert you to an approaching train. Never try to race a train to a crossing. If there are multiple tracks at a crossing, be sure to check all tracks in both directions before starting to cross. Question 20. Always signal when: Option A, changing lanes. Option B, pulling into or out of a parking space. Option C, pulling into traffic from an alley or parking area. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, changing lanes. Explanation. Always use the proper turn signal when changing lanes, pulling into or out of a parking space, or pulling into traffic from an alley or parking area. Communicate with other drivers on the road to help prevent accidents. Question 21. Starting in which year were newly manufactured trailers required to have ABS? Option A, 1972. Option B, 1987. Option C, 1998. Option D, 2004. The correct answer is option C, 1998. Explanation. All trailers and converter dollies manufactured on or after March 1, 1998 must be equipped with anti-lock braking systems ABS. Question 22. Traffic signals sometimes display arrows to control turns from specific lanes. A solid yellow arrow, Option A, is never used as a traffic signal. Option B has the same meaning as a circular yellow traffic light. Option C means that drivers may turn in the direction indicated by the arrow. Option D tells drivers that a green arrow is about to be shown. The correct answer is option B, has the same meaning as a circular yellow traffic light. Explanation. A solid yellow arrow has the same meaning as a yellow traffic light. When approaching a solid yellow arrow, you must reduce your speed and prepare for a red light. Question 23. In a parking space reserved for people with disabilities, a driver with no disabled person on board. Option A, may park in an emergency. Option B, may not park but may stop in an emergency. Option C, may not park or stop but may stand in an emergency. Option D, may not park, stop, or stand. The correct answer is option D, may not park, stop, or stand. Explanation. It is illegal to stop, stand, or park in a space reserved for disabled persons unless the vehicle has plates or a permit for such spaces and the person who is named on the plates or permit is in the vehicle. Question 24. What are the colors of signs that tell you the distance to the next exit on a highway? Option A, yellow with black letters. Option B, black with white letters. Option C, red with white letters. Option D, green with white letters. The correct answer is option D, green with white letters. Explanation. Signs providing information about destinations are green with white letters or symbols. Question 25. When entering an expressway, you should: Option A, bring your vehicle to a complete stop before merging with traffic. Option B, avoid coming to a complete stop before merging with traffic. Option C, assume other drivers will make space for your vehicle. Option D, bring your vehicle to a complete stop before entering the highway if no other vehicles are present. The correct answer is option B. Avoid coming to a complete stop before merging with traffic. Explanation. Unless absolutely necessary, you should always avoid bringing your vehicle to a complete stop before entering a high-speed expressway. Enter the expressway and merge with other traffic as safely as possible. Question 26. What does this hand signal mean? Option A, slow or stop. Option B, left turn. Option C, right turn. Option D, backing up. The correct answer is option C, right turn. Explanation. Instead of or in addition to mechanical turn signals, operators may use hand signals to indicate turns or stops. If an operator's left arm is bent at the elbow and pointing upward, it means the operator plans to turn right or change lanes to the right. Question 27. If your blood alcohol level is 0.04%, you, option A, are 2 to 7 times more likely to have a crash than a person who has not consumed any alcohol. Option B, are above the legal blood alcohol limit but fine to drive. Option C, can be very sure that you will drive safely. Option D, should drink plenty of coffee before getting behind the wheel of your car. The correct answer is option A, are 2 to 7 times more likely to have a crash than a person who has not consumed any alcohol. Explanation. No amount of alcohol is safe to drink before driving. Even with a blood alcohol level of 0.04%, which is below the legal limit for people aged 21 and older, you are 2 to 7 times more likely to be involved in a crash than a person with no alcohol in their blood. Question 28. In a slow, tight turn, you should: Option A, lean the motorcycle only and keep your body straight. Option B, keep the motorcycle straight and lean your body. Option C, lean both the motorcycle and your body. Option D, not lean either your body or the motorcycle. The correct answer is option A. Lean the motorcycle only and keep your body straight. Explanation. In a normal turn, the motorcycle and rider should lean together. However, in a slow, tight turn, the motorcycle should lean while the rider keeps their body straight up to counterbalance. Question 29. Highway hypnosis is a driving condition that can result from: Option A, staring at the roadway for long periods of time. Option B, frequent rest stops. Option C, too much sleep the night before your trip. Option D, short trips on expressways. The correct answer is option A, staring at the roadway for long periods of time. Explanation. Highway hypnosis happens when you stare straight ahead at the roadway for long periods of time and stop actively scanning ahead, behind, and around your vehicle. This can lead you to zone out, making you very likely to crash into traffic slowing or stopping ahead of you. Question 30. When traffic lights are horizontal instead of vertical, the red light is: Option A, on the right. Option B, in the middle. Option C, on the left. Option D, on a separate traffic signal. The correct answer is option A, on the right. Explanation. In some metropolitan areas, traffic lights are horizontal instead of vertical. On these signals, the red light is on the left, the yellow light is in the middle, and the green light is on the right. Question 31. What does the tractor protection valve do? Option A, protects the tractor from being stolen. Option B, protects the tractor from exceeding a set speed. Option C, keeps air in the braking system should the trailer break away or develop a leak. Option D, ensures oil adequately lubricates the engine. The correct answer is option C. Keeps air in the braking system, should the trailer break away or develop a leak. Explanation. The tractor protection valve keeps air in the tractor or truck braking system, should the trailer break away or develop a bad leak. Question 32. When going through a curve, you should. Option A. Always stay in the same portion of the lane throughout the entire curve. Option B. Always stay in the left portion of the lane throughout the entire curve. Option C. Always stay in the right portion of the lane throughout the entire curve. Option D. Remember that the best path may not follow the curve of the road. The correct answer is option D. Remember that the best path may not follow the curve of the road. Explanation. Road and traffic conditions can change at any time. Always be prepared to change your lane position as appropriate no matter where you are on a roadway. The best path through a curve does not necessarily follow the curve of the road. Question 33. When checking the engine compartment, option A, the parking brake should not be engaged. Option B, wheels should be chocked. Option C, the engine should be running. Option D, the gear shift should be in first gear. The correct answer is option C. The engine should be running. Explanation. Before inspecting the engine compartment, make sure that the parking brakes are on or the wheels are chocked. Check the engine compartment before entering the cab and starting the engine. Question 34. Pennant-shaped signs indicate option A, school zones. Option B, speed limits. Option C, railroad crossings. Option D, no passing zones. The correct answer is option D, no passing zones. Explanation. Pennant-shaped signs usually indicate no passing zones. Text will also be on the sign to confirm that it is a no passing zone. Question 35. Passing is prohibited. Option A, on hills and curves. Option B, at intersections. Option C, at railroad crossings. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, on hills and curves. Explanation. Locations where it is unlawful and unsafe to pass another vehicle include hills, curves, intersections, and railroad crossings. Question 36. You are waiting in the intersection to complete a left turn. You should. Option A, signal and keep your wheels turned to the left. Option B, signal and keep your wheels straight. Option C, flash your headlights so drivers will let you through. Option D, drive around the rear of a car if it blocks you. The correct answer is option B. Signal and keep your wheels straight. Explanation. You must always signal before turning or changing lanes. You should keep your wheels straight while waiting to make a left turn. If another vehicle hits you from behind, this ensures that you will not be pushed into oncoming traffic. Question 37. When driving at night, slow down and option A, use high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. Option B, use sunglasses to reduce glare from headlights. Option C, use your high beams if it is also raining. Option D, use your dome light to help you see your speedometer. The correct answer is option A. Use high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. Explanation. By law, your vehicle's headlights must be turned on from a half hour after sunset until a half hour before sunrise. You should use your high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. Question 38. Teenagers should try to get at least blank of sleep each night to avoid the risk of crashing due to lack of sleep. Option A, 7 hours. Option B, 6 hours. Option C, 8 hours. Option D, 9 hours. The correct answer is option C, 8 hours. Explanation. Teenagers who get less than 8 hours of sleep per night are at an increased risk of crashing their vehicles when driving. Question 39. When approaching a steady green traffic light, drivers should option A, continue driving, unless there are vehicles or pedestrians already in the intersection. Option B, stop if a police officer is nearby. Option C, treat the intersection like a four-way stop. Option D, come to a complete stop before proceeding. The correct answer is option A, continue driving, unless there are vehicles or pedestrians already in the intersection. Explanation. When approaching an intersection with a steady green traffic light, yield to pedestrians in the crosswalk and vehicles still in the intersection. You may continue driving, but should approach the intersection at a speed that will allow you to slow down and stop if the light changes before you get there. Question 40. Which of the following is not a backing maneuver that you will be asked to perform during the basic control skills test? Option A, straight line backing. Option B, offset /right. Option C, offset /left. Option D, blind offset. The correct answer is option A, straight line backing. Explanation. Backing maneuvers that may be included in the basic vehicle control skills test include straight line backing, offset /right, offset /left, driver side parallel parking, conventional parallel parking, and alley docking. Question 41. If you see an edge line that angles inward on a road, it means: Option A, the speed limit is decreasing. Option B, the road is narrowing. Option C, the road is getting wider. Option D, the speed limit is increasing. The correct answer is option B, the road is narrowing. Explanation. If you see an edge line that angles inward on a road, it means the road ahead is becoming narrower. Be sure to merge safely. Question 42. A load extending more than blank beyond the rear of a vehicle must be marked by a red flag during the day. Option A, 1 foot. Option B, 2 feet. Option C, 3 feet. Option D, 4 feet. The correct answer is option D, 4 feet. Explanation. If a load extends more than 4 feet past the rear of a vehicle, it must be marked by a red flag when being transported during the day in clear weather. The flag should be no less than 12 inches square. Red lights are required when transporting the load in times of limited visibility. Question 43. At an intersection with a stop sign, you should stop and: Option A, check your rear view mirror for cars tailgating. Option B, move when the vehicle ahead of you moves. Option C, look right first, then left, then right again. Option D, look left first, then right, then left again. The correct answer is option D. Look left first, then right, then left again. Explanation. When stopped at an intersection, you should first look to your left, as vehicles coming from the left are closer to you than vehicles coming from the right. Look to your right, then look to your left again, in case there are any vehicles coming from that direction that you did not see at first glance. Question 44. When driving in fog, you should: Option A, use the windshield wipers. Option B, use low beam headlights. Option C, use high beam headlights. Option D, use the air conditioning. The correct answer is option B, use low beam headlights. Explanation. If you must drive in fog, you should use your low beam headlights and fog lights, even during the daytime. Question 45. While driving, your wheels slip off the edge of the road. You should: Option A, jerk the steering wheel to force the vehicle back onto the pavement. Option B, speed up and steer back onto the pavement gradually. Option C, slam on your brakes and stop. Option D, slow down by gently using the brakes. Turn the steering wheel to return to the pavement at a safe speed. The correct answer is option D. Slow down by gently using the brakes. Turn the steering wheel to return to the pavement at a safe speed. Explanation. If your vehicle begins to leave the road, continue to drive with the wheels off the pavement and reduce your speed by gently applying the brakes. When at a safe speed, turn the steering wheel to return to the pavement. Do not attempt to force your vehicle back onto the pavement by sharply turning the steering wheel. Question 46. When driving, you should look blank ahead of your vehicle. Option A, 1 minute. Option B, 45 seconds. Option C, 15 to 20 seconds. Option D, 10 seconds. The correct answer is option C, 15 to 20 seconds. Explanation. Watch 15 to 20 seconds ahead of your vehicle for cars braking, turning, or entering and exiting the road. This helps to prevent sudden stops and turns. Question 47. With a properly adjusted mirror, you can see: Option A, only the lane beside you. Option B, only the lane behind you. Option C, the lane behind you and part of the lane next to you. Option D, everything behind and to the side of your motorcycle. The correct answer is option A, only the lane beside you. Explanation. You should adjust your mirrors so you can see the lane behind you and as much as possible of the lane next to you. Properly adjusted mirrors are an important part of remaining aware of your surroundings while on the road. Question 48. When changing lanes, you should: Option A, rely on your mirrors. Option B, begin signaling as you move into the next lane. Option C, signal at least 500 feet before your lane change when driving on residential streets. Option D, always check your blind spot. The correct answer is option B. Begin signaling as you move into the next lane. Explanation: other cars and motorcycles are often hidden in a vehicle's blind spot, so be sure to glance over your shoulder before you begin a lane change. Begin signaling 100 feet before changing lanes or turning in a residential area. Signal 5 seconds in advance when changing lanes on a freeway. Question 49. When approaching a blind intersection, you should: Option A, ride in the portion of the lane that will bring you into other drivers' fields of vision at the earliest possible moment. Option B, always be in the left lane to be the farthest from oncoming traffic. Option C, slowly sneak up to the intersection. Option D, weave slightly in your lane so your headlight has a better chance of being spotted. The correct answer is option A. Ride in the portion of the lane that will bring you into other drivers' fields of vision at the earliest possible moment. Explanation: when approaching a blind intersection, move into the part of the lane that will bring you into an oncoming driver's field of vision at the earliest possible moment. For example, when approaching a blind corner to your right, you may be seen sooner if you are in the left portion of your lane and not in the center portion. Question 50. Which of the following about winter driving is not true? Option A, winter is the most difficult driving season. Option B, checking your vehicle's antifreeze and windshield washer fluid levels is especially important during the winter. Option C, using cruise control in winter weather is a safe thing to do. Option D, it is best to use snow tires on your vehicle. The correct answer is option A. Winter is the most difficult driving season. Explanation: you should not use cruise control on snow, in rain, in fog, or under similar hazardous conditions. Winter is the most difficult driving season and requires extra caution from drivers. It is important to consistently check your antifreeze and windshield washer fluid levels. Using snow tires can increase a vehicle's traction on the surface of slippery roads. Question 51. When traveling behind a motorcycle, option A, allow a following distance of at least 2 car lengths. Option B, allow at least 2 seconds of following distance. Option C, allow at least 4 seconds of following distance. Option D, allow a following distance of at least 4 motorcycle lengths. The correct answer is option B. Allow at least 2 seconds of following distance. Explanation: on dry pavement, 4 seconds of space is generally a safe following distance to allow between you and the vehicle ahead. You should always allow plenty of space when following a motorcycle. Question 52. The most common color of warning signs is: Option A, red. Option B, yellow. Option C, green. Option D, blue. The correct answer is option B, yellow. Explanation: most warning signs are diamond-shaped and yellow with black markings. These signs warn drivers about unexpected conditions that may not be readily apparent. Question 53. Under ideal driving conditions, you should maintain a following distance of at least: Option A, 3 to 4 seconds. Option B, 2 seconds. Option C, 5 to 7 seconds. Option D, 10 seconds. The correct answer is option A, 3 to 4 seconds. Explanation: under ideal driving conditions, you should maintain a following distance of at least 3 to 4 seconds. If roads are slippery, your following distance should never be less than 4 seconds. Anytime conditions are less than perfect, you should increase your following distance. Question 54. On slippery roads, you should: Option A, pass vehicles if they aren't driving the speed limit. Option B, adjust driving to match the conditions. Option C, drive on the shoulder. Option D, accelerate and decelerate frequently. The correct answer is option A, pass vehicles if they aren't driving the speed limit. Explanation: make sure to drive slowly and smoothly on slippery roads. Do not pass slower vehicles unless it is necessary to do so. Avoid frequently changing your speed under such conditions. Question 55. When backing up, you should: Option A, rely only on your mirrors. Option B, look over your shoulder through the rear window. Option C, rely only on a backup camera. Option D, put your head out of the driver's side window. The correct answer is option B, look over your shoulder through the rear window. Explanation: when backing up, turn your head over your shoulder and look through your rear window. Don't rely only on your rearview mirror or backup camera. Question 56. A telltale sign of a drunk driver is: Option A, they are weaving between lanes. Option B, they are driving more slowly than the normal traffic flow. Option C, they are making quick and sudden stops. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B. They are driving more slowly than the normal traffic flow. Explanation: telltale signs of drunk driving include speeding, weaving, driving more slowly than the normal traffic flow, making jerking motions, and making quick and sudden stops. Question 57. Areas of the road that are shaded. Option A, usually do not freeze. Option B, usually do not contain moisture, so they can't freeze. Option C, will remain slick after ice on other areas of the road has melted. Option D, should always be avoided. The correct answer is option C, will remain slick after ice on other areas of the road has melted. Explanation: because they are exposed to less sunlight, shaded patches of road will stay cooler longer than other areas of the road. Due to the lack of direct sunlight, shady areas can remain icy and slippery after ice on other areas of the road has melted. Question 58. You come to an intersection with a flashing red light. You must: Option A, slow down and drive carefully through the intersection. Option B, turn either right or left, since the road is blocked ahead. Option C, stop at the intersection and wait for a flashing green light. Option D, stop at the intersection, then proceed as traffic allows. The correct answer is option C, stop at the intersection and wait for a flashing green light. Explanation: a flashing red light means that you must come to a full stop, and then proceed when the way is clear. Question 59. Before entering a roundabout, you must slow down and yield to: Option A, vehicles in the roundabout. Option B, bicyclists in the roundabout. Option C, pedestrians in the roundabout. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, vehicles in the roundabout. Explanation: when entering a roundabout, you must yield to pedestrians, bicyclists, and vehicles that are already in the roundabout. Question 60. You may pass another vehicle. Option A, in a curve or on a hill because the chance is small that another vehicle is coming. Option B, by using the shoulder of a highway. Option C, if your lane is next to a solid yellow line and the passing lane is clear ahead. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option A, in a curve or on a hill because the chance is small that another vehicle is coming. Explanation: you may not pass another vehicle on a hill or in a curve because you cannot see oncoming traffic and may cause a collision. Never pass another vehicle by driving onto the shoulder of a highway. Passing another vehicle by driving over a solid yellow line is prohibited. Question 61. A solid yellow X over a traffic lane means: Option A, that drivers must move out of the indicated lane because it is about to be used by oncoming traffic. Option B, that drivers may drive regularly in the indicated lane. Option C, that the indicated lane is for left turns only. Option D, that drivers may use the indicated lane, but should drive with caution. The correct answer is option A, that drivers must move out of the indicated lane because it is about to be used by oncoming traffic. Explanation: lane use control signals are used when the direction of the flow of traffic in a specific lane changes throughout the day. They are used to show which lanes of traffic are open and closed, as well as to show if toll booths are open or closed. A signal displaying a solid yellow X means that drivers must move out of the indicated lane because it is about to be used by oncoming traffic. Question 62. What does an anti-lock braking system ABS do? Option A, allow the rear wheels to lock up. Option B, allow all wheels to lock up. Option C, help prevent wheel lockup. Option D, alert other motorists when you are braking. The correct answer is option B, allow all wheels to lock up. Explanation: The purpose of an anti-lock braking system ABS is to prevent a vehicle's wheels from locking up when the driver brakes hard on a slippery surface. Question 63. You are driving on a multi-lane highway and wish to change lanes. You must signal your intentions. Option A, immediately before changing lanes. Option B, only during the lane change. Option C, at least 50 feet before beginning to change lanes. Option D, at least 100 feet before beginning to change lanes. The correct answer is option D, at least 100 feet before beginning to change lanes. Explanation. Signals must be given for at least 100 feet before changing lanes or turning. This is approximately the length of 5 cars. It is advisable to signal for a greater distance when driving at higher speeds. Question 64. When carrying a passenger, you should: Option A, sit farther forward than you usually do. Option B, sit farther back than you usually do. Option C, sit in your usual comfortable position. Option D, sit anywhere. The correct answer is option A. Sit farther forward than you usually do. Explanation. When transporting a passenger, you should be sure that you have a seat that is large enough to carry 2 people without crowding. You should not sit any farther forward than you usually do. Question 65. If you stop along the road at night, option A, turn off all your lights. Option B, use your parking lights only. Option C, use your headlights only. Option D, turn on your emergency flashers and leave your low beams turned on. The correct answer is option D. Turn on your emergency flashers and leave your low beams turned on. Explanation. If you stop along the road at night, turn on your emergency flashers and leave your low beam headlights turned on. Be sure that other road users will be able to clearly see your vehicle. Question 66. When making a right turn, you should not: Option A, signal to other drivers. Option B, swing too wide for your lane. Option C, slow down. Option D, move to the far right lane. The correct answer is option C, slow down. Explanation. You should slow down and activate your right turn signal before making a right turn. Be careful not to turn too wide for your lane, as this may interfere with other vehicles. Question 67. The driver's left arm and hand are extended upward. This hand signal means that the driver plans to: Option A, turn left. Option B, turn right. Option C, come to a stop. Option D, go straight ahead. The correct answer is option B, turn right. Explanation. If a driver's left arm and hand are extended upward, they are indicating that they intend to turn right. Adjust your driving accordingly if following a driver who is using this hand signal. Question 68. In general, the body gets rid of almost blank per hour. Option A, 1 drink. Option B, 2 drinks. Option C, 3 drinks. Option D, 4 drinks. The correct answer is option A, 1 drink. Explanation. On average, a person's body can eliminate the alcohol content of about 1 drink per hour. Question 69. In general, you should pass vehicles that are traveling in the same direction as you. Option A, on their right. Option B, on their left. Option C, only if the other driver signals that it is safe. Option D, whenever you have the opportunity to do so. The correct answer is option B, on their left. Explanation. In general, the left lane is used for passing. Only pass when it is safe and legal to do so. Question 70. Where is passing prohibited? Option A, in a tunnel. Option B, on a bridge. Option C, in an underpass. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, in a tunnel. Explanation. Drivers should not pass an underpass, on a bridge, or in a tunnel. Drivers should only pass where it is safe and legal to do so. Question 71. What is the only way to sober up after drinking? Option A, take a cold shower. Option B, exercise. Option C, wait. Option D, drink coffee. The correct answer is option A, take a cold shower. Explanation. The liver removes alcohol from the body at a fixed rate that cannot be increased through tricks like drinking coffee or taking a cold shower. The only way to sober up after drinking is to wait for the alcohol to be removed from your system. Question 72. Which of the following is not another name for convex mirrors? Option A, fisheye mirrors. Option B, spot mirrors. Option C, bug-eye mirrors. Option D, flat-side mirrors. The correct answer is option C, bug-eye mirrors. Explanation. Convex mirrors are also known as fisheye, spot, or bug-eye mirrors. Question 73. When parallel parking, you should park within blank inches of the curb. Option A, 10. Option B, 12. Option C, 18. Option D, 24. The correct answer is option C, 18. Explanation. When parallel parking your vehicle, your wheels should be within 18 inches of the curb. Only park where you will not be disruptive to traffic and where drivers can clearly see your vehicle from every direction. Question 74. Smoothbore tanks have: Option A, bulkheads with holes to allow the flow of liquid cargo. Option B, bulkheads that limit the flow of liquid cargo. Option C, nothing inside to slow the flow of liquid cargo. Option D, mirrors to allow easier viewing of liquid cargo. The correct answer is option B, bulkheads that limit the flow of liquid cargo. Explanation. Smoothbore tanks lack bulkheads inside to limit the flow of liquids. They are particularly vulnerable to front-to-back surge. Question 75. You must adjust your driving speed to accommodate for: Option A, existing road conditions. Option B, weather conditions. Option C, other traffic. Option D, all of these. The correct answer is option A, existing road conditions. Explanation. When driving conditions are less than ideal, a driver must decrease their driving speed. Conditions may become less than ideal due to the road surface, weather, time of day, road width, or traffic. Question 76. When entering traffic from a private driveway: Option A, you must yield to vehicles already on the main road. Option B, you have the right of way over other traffic. Option C, enter only if there is a traffic light. Option D, have someone stop the traffic on the road you're entering. The correct answer is option A, you must yield to vehicles already on the main road. Explanation. Drivers entering a road from a driveway, alley, parking lot, or roadside must yield to vehicles already on the main road. Question 77. When driving, how often should you check your rearview mirror for traffic behind you? Option A, every 2 to 4 seconds. Option B, every 4 to 6 seconds. Option C, every 6 to 8 seconds. Option D, every 8 to 10 seconds. The correct answer is option C, every 6 to 8 seconds. Explanation. Every 6 to 8 seconds, you should look at your rearview mirror to check on the traffic behind you. Question 78. What happens when a vehicle hydroplanes? Option A, the tires lose contact with the road. Option B, the tires have extra traction. Option C, the vehicle is easier to control. Option D, the vehicle becomes heavier. The correct answer is option A, the tires lose contact with the road. Explanation. Hydroplaning occurs when a vehicle's tires lose contact with the road surface and instead glide along on a film of water above the surface of the road. Question 79. Roads become very slippery. Option A, when it has been raining for an hour or more. Option B, the day after it rains. Option C, for the first 10 to 15 minutes of a rainstorm. Option D, right after the rain has stopped. The correct answer is option C, for the first 10 to 15 minutes of a rainstorm. Explanation. Pavement can become very slippery within the first 10 to 15 minutes of a rainstorm because the rain causes oil in the asphalt to rise to the surface of the road. This problem becomes even worse in hot weather. The heat combined with the water causes more oil to rise to the road surface. Question 80. Diamond symbols on pavement markings and signs indicate: Option A, school zones. Option B, carpool lanes. Option C, construction areas. Option D, hospitals. The correct answer is option B, carpool lanes. Explanation. Carpool lanes are restricted to vehicles with 2 or more occupants. They are marked by a diamond symbol or with carpool-only signs. They are usually located on the far left side of a freeway and are separated from other traffic lanes by combinations of white or yellow lines. Question 81. When driving a tractor-trailer equipped with ABS, you should: Option A, stop harder than you would otherwise. Option B, use extra braking force to ensure the ABS kicks in. Option C, brake as you normally would. Option D, brake using less pressure than you would otherwise use. The correct answer is option B. Use extra braking force to ensure the ABS kicks in. Explanation: when driving a tractor-trailer combination equipped with an anti-lock braking system ABS, you should brake in the same manner that you would in a vehicle without ABS. Question 82. People under 16 years of age who use a false identification card to buy alcohol will: Option A, receive a driving suspension that starts on their 16th birthday. Option B, not be able to take the driver's exam until their 21st birthday. Option C, receive a driving suspension that starts on their 21st birthday. Option D, be sent to an alcohol safety education class. The correct answer is option A. Receive a driving suspension that starts on their 16th birthday. Explanation: even if you are not driving, your driving privilege will be suspended if you are under 21 years of age and are convicted of possessing alcohol, lying about your age to obtain alcohol, or carrying a false ID card. If you are under 16 years of age, your suspension will not begin until your 16th birthday. Question 83. When driving on roads that may be slippery: Option A, always drive at the maximum speed limit. Option B, use cruise control to maintain a steady speed. Option C, reduce your following distance. Option D, do not make any sudden changes in speed or direction. The correct answer is option D. Do not make any sudden changes in speed or direction. Explanation: you should avoid making any sudden changes in speed or direction when driving on a slippery surface. Reduce your speed on slippery roads and do not use cruise control. Question 84. When approaching a roundabout, you should always: Option A, increase your speed. Option B, maintain your speed. Option C, decrease your speed. Option D, come to a complete stop. The correct answer is option D, come to a complete stop. Explanation: when approaching a roundabout, slow down. A roundabout is designed to be driven at a low speed. If there are no other vehicles or pedestrians already within the roundabout, you may not need to come to a complete stop before entering. Question 85. A yellow light that flashes on and off means: Option A, stop and look for other vehicles, then go if there is no traffic. Option B, stop and wait for a green light. Option C, speed up to clear the intersection quickly. Option D, slow down and proceed with caution. The correct answer is option D, slow down and proceed with caution. Explanation: a flashing yellow traffic light means drivers should slow down and proceed with caution. Question 86. When parked on the side of the road, you should: Option A, use only the rear flashing lights. Option B, use one set of turn signals. Option C, use your high beam headlights. Option D, use your four-way flashers. The correct answer is option D, use your four-way flashers. Explanation: always turn on your four-way emergency flashers if you must park on the side of the road. This is especially important when traveling at night. Question 87. You must yield to other drivers. Option A, when entering a street from a garage or alley. Option B, when they are on a road to your left and you have reached an unmarked intersection at the same time. Option C, when your traffic signal is a green arrow. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, when entering a street from a garage or alley. Explanation: you must yield to other drivers when entering a street from an alley, driveway, or garage. You must also yield to pedestrians who are on an intersecting sidewalk. Question 88. Drive below the posted speed limit when: Option A, anything makes conditions less than perfect. Option B, you see a police car. Option C, entering a highway where there are other cars. Option D, you are on a 4-lane road. The correct answer is option A. Anything makes conditions less than perfect. Explanation: when the road is wet or slippery, when you cannot see well, or when anything else makes conditions less than perfect, drive below the posted speed limit. Even if you are driving within the posted speed limit, you can still be ticketed for driving too fast for conditions. Question 89. An arrow painted on the pavement means. Option A. Drivers in the proper lane may make the movement indicated by the arrow, if they choose to do so. Option B. Drivers in the proper lane must make the movement indicated by the arrow, but only if traffic lights are not working. Option C. Drivers in the proper lane must always come to a complete stop before making the movement indicated by the arrow. Option D. Drivers in the proper lane must make the movement indicated by the arrow while following directions indicated by traffic signals. The correct answer is option D. Drivers in the proper lane must make the movement indicated by the arrow while following directions indicated by traffic signals. Explanation. An arrow painted on the pavement within a traffic lane indicates that drivers in the lane must make the movement indicated by the arrow. Drivers should follow directions given by any traffic signs or signals before proceeding in the direction indicated by the arrow. Question 90. When a curb is painted blank, it indicates that drivers may park in the indicated area for only a specified amount of time. Option A, yellow. Option B, green. Option C, white. Option D, red. The correct answer is option B, green. Explanation. Painted curbs indicate parking restrictions. When a curb is painted green, it indicates that drivers may park in the area for a limited amount of time, often specified by a nearby sign. Question 91. Off-ramps, option A, are usually safe for trucks. Option B, can be dangerous for trucks. Option C, should not be used by trucks. Option D, should be used only if following another vehicle. The correct answer is option B, can be dangerous for trucks. Explanation. The combination of slopes and curves can make freeway on and off ramps dangerous for trucks. Remember that posted speed limits on ramps may be safe to be driven by cars, but too fast to be driven by large or heavily loaded vehicles. Question 92. Which of the following influences the effects of alcohol? Option A, the amount of food in the stomach. Option B, the body weight of an individual. Option C, how much time passes between drinks. Option D, all three choices. The correct answer is option C. How much time passes between drinks. Explanation. Your blood alcohol content BAC depends on how much alcohol you drink, how much time passes between drinks, and your weight. Eating before or while you drink helps slow the absorption of alcohol somewhat, but it cannot prevent intoxication or impairment if you have too much to drink. Question 93. It is important to be alert to motorcycles because. Option A, they are more difficult to see than cars. Option B, they rarely use their headlights. Option C, motorcyclists are less skilled drivers than other motorists. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A. They are more difficult to see than cars. Explanation. Motorcycles are smaller and harder to see than cars. Because of their size, they are easily hidden in a car's blind spot. It may be difficult to judge your distance to a motorcycle and difficult to tell how fast a motorcycle is moving, so always be alert and extra cautious when near a motorcyclist. Question 94. Drivers entering a roundabout or traffic circle. Option A, must always stop before entering. Option B, must yield to drivers already in the roundabout or traffic circle. Option C, have the right of way if there is one lane. Option D, have the right of way if there are two lanes. The correct answer is option B. Must yield to drivers already in the roundabout or traffic circle. Explanation. Drivers entering a roundabout or traffic circle must yield the right of way to drivers already in the circle. Question 95. Generally, how many alcoholic drinks will the human body get rid of each hour? Option A, half a drink. Option B, 1 drink. Option C, 2 drinks. Option D, 3 drinks. The correct answer is option B. 1 drink. Explanation. It takes about 1 hour for the body to get rid of the alcohol in a single drink. Question 96. In general, when driving, you should drive. Option A, faster than the flow of traffic. Option B, on the right half of the road. Option C, slower than the flow of traffic. Option D, on the left half of the road. The correct answer is option B, on the right half of the road. Explanation. Generally, when driving on a road with two lanes moving in the same direction, you should drive on the right half of the road. Use the left lane to overtake and pass another driver, to make a left turn, or if otherwise instructed to do so by an officer or traffic signal. Vehicles driving more slowly than the flow of traffic should stay in the rightmost lane. Question 97. A speed restriction sign. Option A may be ignored in rainy, snowy, or icy conditions. Option B has a triangular shape. Option C is blue with black lettering. Option D shows a recommended speed for a curve or turn. The correct answer is option D, shows a recommended speed for a curve or turn. Explanation. Curve and turn warning signs often have attached advisory speed signs that show a recommended driving speed for drivers in the curves and turns. Although a driver may feel comfortable driving at a higher speed in fair weather, they should never do so under rainy, snowy, or icy conditions. Question 98. You may not pass other vehicles within blank of a railroad crossing. Option A, 100 feet. Option B, 200 feet. Option C, 250 feet. Option D, 300 feet. The correct answer is option A, 100 feet. Explanation. Drivers should not pass other vehicles within 100 feet of a railroad crossing. Drivers should only pass where it is safe and legal to do so. Question 99. Who was most likely to be killed in a work zone crash? Option A, bicyclists. Option B, workers and flighters. Option C, drivers and passengers. Option D, motorcyclists. The correct answer is option C, drivers and passengers. Explanation. Drivers and passengers are more likely to be killed in a work zone collision than anyone else. Drive carefully any time you are in a roadwork area. Question 100. The driver's left arm and hand are extended downward. This hand signal means that the driver plans to: Option A, turn left. Option B, turn right. Option C, stop. Option D, start up. The correct answer is option C, stop. Explanation. If a driver's left arm and hand are extended downward, they are indicating that they intend to stop. Adjust your driving accordingly if following a driver who is using this hand signal. Question 101. If there are two railroad tracks next to each other, option A, it is always safe to proceed after one train passes. Option B, you must always stop before crossing the tracks. Option C, when one train passes, look for another train on the other track before proceeding. Option D, honk your horn as you cross the tracks. The correct answer is option C. When one train passes, look for another train on the other track before proceeding. Explanation. If there are two railroad tracks next to each other, watch for a second approaching train after one train passes. Do not begin to cross the tracks until you're sure no train is approaching from either direction on either track. Question 102. Combining alcohol and drugs usually. Option A, multiplies the effects of only the alcohol. Option B, multiplies the effects of only the drugs. Option C, multiplies the effects of both the drugs and the alcohol. Option D, cancels out the effects of both the drugs and the alcohol. The correct answer is option C, multiplies the effects of both the drugs and the alcohol. Explanation. Alcohol consumption can impact both legal and illegal controlled substances. Combining alcohol and drugs will often enhance the side effects of both substances, making it extremely dangerous for the consumer to drive. Question 103. If you fail the driving test 3 times, option A, the examiner will give you a driving skills examination report. Option B, you must send your examination report to the Department of Revenue. Option C, the Department of Revenue will require driver training. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B. You must send your examination report to the Department of Revenue. Explanation. If you fail the driving test 3 times, no further tests will be allowed without written authorization from the Department of Revenue. The examiner will give you a form that you must send to the department. After you send the form to the department, you will receive a letter from the department requiring additional behind-the-wheel driver training. Question 104. When a truck driver behind you wants to pass your vehicle, option A, your speed should remain steady or decrease. Option B, you should stop. Option C, you should change lanes. Option D, your speed should increase. The correct answer is option D. Your speed should increase. Explanation. When a truck passes your vehicle, you will make it easier and safer for the truck driver if you reduce your speed slightly and then keep your reduced speed steady. In any event, do not increase your speed while the truck is passing you. Question 105. If a person under 21 years of age consumes alcohol but is not driving a motor vehicle, the penalty for a first offense is: Option A, a 90-day driver license suspension and up to a $500 fine. Option B, a 6-month probation. Option C, a sentence to a corrections institution. Option D, points on their driving record. The correct answer is option A, a 90-day driver license suspension and up to a $500 fine. Explanation. The minimum penalties for a first underage drinking offense are a fine of up to $500, plus court costs, and a 90-day suspension. Question 106. A solid white line down the center of a 2-lane road indicates: Option A, lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are not permitted to pass. Option B, lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. Option C, lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are not permitted to pass. Option D, lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. The correct answer is option C. Lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are not permitted to pass. Explanation. White lines are used to separate traffic moving in the same direction. Solid lines indicate that drivers are not permitted to pass. Question 107. When a drawbridge signal is red, you should: Option A, come to a complete stop. Option B, quickly speed up. Option C, proceed with caution. Option D, stop only if you see a boat. The correct answer is option A, come to a complete stop. Explanation. If a drawbridge signal is red, come to a complete stop at the marked stop line. The bridge is in operation and the roadway is closed to all pedestrian and motor vehicle traffic. Question 108. How long does it take alcohol to reach the brain after being consumed? Option A, minutes. Option B, 1 hour. Option C, 2 hours. Option D, a day. The correct answer is option A, minutes. Explanation. Alcohol does not need to be digested. It enters the bloodstream rapidly and reaches the brain within minutes of being consumed. Question 109. When traffic lights are horizontal, the green light is: Option A, on the right. Option B, in the middle. Option C, on the left. Option D, on a separate traffic signal. The correct answer is option A, on the right. Explanation. In some metropolitan areas, traffic lights are horizontal instead of vertical. On these signals, the red light is on the left, the yellow light is in the middle, and the green light is on the right. Question 110. You are driving in the right lane on an expressway. You should move into the left lane when: Option A, traffic is heavy but moving steadily. Option B, the weather is bad and roads are slippery. Option C, traffic is slow in your lane and cars are in the left lane. Option D, traffic is light and cars are merging onto the expressway from the right. The correct answer is option C. Traffic is slow in your lane and cars are in the left lane. Explanation. You should always watch for merging vehicles when on an expressway. Adjusting your speed or moving into another lane will ensure that other drivers can enter smoothly and safely. Question 111. What is gross vehicle weight GVW? Option A, the total weight of a vehicle and its load. Option B, the total weight of a vehicle's tractor. Option C, the total weight of a loaded trailer. Option D, the weight of a tractor and trailer, before adding in the load. The correct answer is option A, the total weight of a vehicle and its load. Explanation. Gross vehicle weight GVW is defined as the total weight of a single vehicle in addition to its load. Question 112. Increase your following distance when: Option A, driving behind a large vehicle that blocks your vision. Option B, exiting an expressway. Option C, following a motorcycle. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, exiting an expressway. Explanation. You should increase your following distance when you are behind a large vehicle that blocks your vision, when driving in bad weather or heavy traffic, when exiting an expressway, when behind a motorcycle or bicycle, and if someone is tailgating you. Question 113. When stopped behind a motorcycle, drivers should allow the rider a distance of at least: Option A, 1 full vehicle length. Option B, 3 full vehicle lengths. Option C, 2 feet. Option D, 4 feet. The correct answer is option A, 1 full vehicle length. Explanation. Stop a safe distance behind motorcyclists at intersections, signals, or crossings. A full vehicle length is recommended to help prevent impact with the motorcycle should your vehicle be hit from the rear. In dry conditions, motorcycles can stop more quickly than cars, so being aware and alert at all times can help prevent a collision. Question 114. If your front tire goes flat while you are riding, option A, the steering will feel heavy. Option B, the steering will feel loose. Option C, there will be no change in the steering. Option D, the ride will feel too smooth. The correct answer is option A. The steering will feel heavy. Explanation. If the front tire of a motorcycle fails, it will cause the steering to feel heavy. If your steering feels heavy, immediately exit the road and inspect your tires. Question 115. When driving on wet roads, you should: Option A, increase your following distance to 5 or 6 seconds. Option B, decrease your following distance to 2 seconds. Option C, not be concerned about your following distance. Option D, maintain the 4-second following distance rule. The correct answer is option A. Increase your following distance to 5 or 6 seconds. Explanation. When roads become wet, you should increase your following distance to 5 or 6 seconds. Question 116. Look over your shoulder to check your blind spot when: Option A, pulling toward or away from a curb. Option B, turning left or right. Option C, changing lanes. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, pulling toward or away from a curb. Explanation. Look over your shoulder to check your blind spot every time you want to change your vehicle's position. If you are turning, changing lanes, or pulling toward or away from a curb, you should check your blind spots. Question 117. Round signs indicate: Option A, no passing zones. Option B, school zones. Option C, hospitals. Option D, upcoming railroad crossings. The correct answer is option D, upcoming railroad crossings. Explanation. A round sign warns road users about an upcoming railroad crossing area. Riders should use extra caution when approaching a railroad crossing. Question 118. A hand valve can be used to: Option A, add fuel to a vehicle. Option B, prevent a truck from rolling backwards when starting from a stop. Option C, check the oil. Option D, load cargo. The correct answer is option B, prevent a truck from rolling backwards when starting from a stop. Explanation. If a tractor-trailer is equipped with a trailer brake hand valve, the hand valve can be applied to keep the vehicle from rolling backwards when the vehicle is started from a stop. Question 119. How can you lower the risk of hydroplaning? Option A, do not speed when the roads are wet. Option B, use tires with proper air pressure. Option C, replace tires with bad tread. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C, replace tires with bad tread. Explanation. Hydroplaning happens when a vehicle glides on top of a thin layer of water between its tires and the road. Tires with low air pressure or bad tread can increase the risk of hydroplaning. Speeding also increases the risk. Question 120. You may turn right on red if you: Option A, stop first and check for traffic and pedestrians. Option B, are facing a red arrow. Option C, are in the left lane. Option D, slow down first. The correct answer is option A, stop first and check for traffic and pedestrians. Explanation. Unless a posted sign prohibits turning right on red, you may turn right at a steady red light. You must first come to a complete stop and yield to pedestrians and other traffic. Question 121. If driving in a foggy area, you should not: Option A, decrease your speed. Option B, increase your speed. Option C, use your low beam headlights. Option D, turn on your four-way flashers. The correct answer is option C. Use your low beam headlights. Explanation. It is safest not to drive in foggy areas. However, if you must drive through fog, you should slow down, use your low beam headlights and fog lights, and turn on your four-way flashers. Question 122. Your license will be suspended if you accumulate blank points in a period of 12 months. Option A, 12 or more. Option B, 10 or more. Option C, 15 or more. Option D, 20 or more. The correct answer is option A, 12 or more. Explanation. Points are added to your driving record when you are convicted of a traffic violation. Accumulating 12 or more points in a 12-month period, or 18 points in a 24-month period, results in a mandatory suspension or revocation of driving privileges. Question 123. When approaching a railroad crossing, drivers must stop within blank of the first rail, when indicated to do so. Option A, 70 feet. Option B, 50 feet. Option C, 15 feet. Option D, 5 feet. The correct answer is option B, 50 feet. Explanation. Any driver or pedestrian approaching a railroad crossing must stop within 50 feet, but not less than 15 feet, from the nearest rail of the railroad when warning lights are flashing, crossing gates are lowered, or drivers are otherwise instructed to stop. Question 124. How often should drivers check their mirrors for traffic behind them? Option A, every 45 seconds. Option B, every 20 seconds. Option C, every 10 seconds. Option D, every 6 to 8 seconds. The correct answer is option D, every 6 to 8 seconds. Explanation. Check your mirrors for traffic behind you every 6 to 8 seconds. It is important to know if someone is following your vehicle too closely or coming up too fast. It is also important to know how much space you have behind your car. Question 125. Emergency vehicles. Option A, have the right of way when using sirens, horns, and slash or flashing lights. Option B, may use a loudspeaker to give instructions. Option C, may follow each other. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C, may follow each other. Explanation. You must yield the right of way to police cars, fire engines, ambulances, or any other emergency vehicles using a siren or air horn and a red or blue flashing light. Follow any instructions given over the emergency vehicle's loudspeakers. Emergency vehicles often follow each other, so you should proceed only when you are certain the way is clear. Question 126. Where should you never make a U-turn? Option A, at the crest of a hill. Option B, where you cannot see 500 feet in both directions. Option C, near a curve. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, at the crest of a hill. Explanation. Do not make a U-turn at the crest of a hill, near a curve, or in any other location where you cannot see 500 feet in both directions. You should only make a U-turn when it is safe to do so. Question 127. You must yield to other drivers. Option A, only where a yield sign is present. Option B, only when you want to yield. Option C, when they are working in construction zones. Option D, when their car is bigger than yours. The correct answer is option A, only where a yield sign is present. Explanation. Yield to all vehicles or pedestrians working on highway construction projects. Drive with special caution through a work zone where workers are present. Question 128. On slippery roads, you should. Option A, slow down. Option B, drive more quickly. Option C, drive the speed limit with caution. Option D, not drive more quickly than 20 miles per hour. The correct answer is option A, slow down. Explanation. You should slow down at the first sign of rain, snow, or sleet, all of which can create slippery road conditions. When conditions on the road are less than ideal, safety may require that you drive more slowly than the posted speed limit. Question 129. You are approaching a railroad crossing and you do not see or hear a train. You must stop. Option A, if a stop sign is posted. Option B, if a crossing gate is lowered. Option C, if the crossing lights are flashing. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A. If a stop sign is posted. Explanation. You must always stop before crossing railroad tracks if flashing red lights are activated, a crossing gate is lowered, a stop sign is posted, a flagger signals you to stop, or a train is visible or so close to the crossing that it would be hazardous to continue driving. If you are unsure if a train is too close for you to safely cross the tracks, stop. Never race a train. Question 130. When participating in a zipper merge near a construction zone, drivers should: Option A, merge as early as possible. Option B, change lanes immediately. Option C, stay in their lane until the point of merge. Option D, force their way into traffic. The correct answer is option C, stay in their lane until the point of merge. Explanation. The driving procedure to follow when you see a lane closed ahead sign is to stay in your initial lane up to the point of merge. You should then take turns with other drivers to safely and smoothly ease into the remaining lane. Question 131. You may pass another vehicle on the right if it is waiting to: Option A, turn right. Option B, turn left. Option C, park at the curb. Option D, turn into a driveway on the right. The correct answer is option A, turn right. Explanation. While you generally may pass only on the left, there are certain conditions under which passing on the right is permitted. You should only pass on the right if you can do so safely and you do not need to drive on or across the shoulder or edge line of the road. One situation where passing on the right is allowed is when the vehicle in front of you is making a left turn. Question 132. If two vehicles arrive to a four-way stop at the same time, Option A, the vehicle on the left must yield to the vehicle on the right. Option B, the vehicle on the right must yield to the vehicle on the left. Option C, drivers must make hand motions to communicate with each other. Option D, one driver should proceed without stopping. The correct answer is option A. The vehicle on the left must yield to the vehicle on the right. Explanation. In general, vehicles at a four-way stop should proceed in the order that they arrive. However, if two vehicles arrive to the intersection at the same time, the vehicle on the left must yield the right-of-way to the vehicle on the right. Question 133. What should you do if your accelerator sticks while you are driving? Option A, reach down and attempt to pull it up. Option B, shift to park. Option C, shift to neutral and apply steady pressure on the brake. Option D, turn the engine off. The correct answer is option C, shift to neutral and apply steady pressure on the brake. Explanation. If your accelerator sticks while you are driving, keep your eyes on the road. Quickly shift the vehicle into neutral and apply steady pressure on the brake pedal. Pull off the road when it is safe to do so, and turn off the engine. Question 134. Which of the following statements is true? Option A, a sudden change in weather calls for a change in driving. Option B, you should slow down when driving in rain and fog. Option C, be particularly aware of vehicles coming up behind you in inclement weather. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B. You should slow down when driving in rain and fog. Explanation. If the weather changes suddenly, you will need to adjust your driving to adapt. Always slow down when driving in rainy or foggy conditions. Be especially aware of vehicles behind you that may be going too fast for conditions. Question 135. Drivers should check their mirrors approximately every: Option A, 10 seconds. Option B, 15 seconds. Option C, 30 seconds. Option D, 60 seconds. The correct answer is option A, 10 seconds. Explanation. About every 10 seconds, check your mirrors to see if any vehicle is following too closely. When checking your mirrors, do not take your eyes off the road for more than an instant. The vehicle in front of you could stop suddenly. Question 136. When passing on a multi-lane highway, Option A, be sure the passing lane is clear. Option B, pass only on the right. Option C, watch for oncoming traffic. Option D, there is no need to signal. The correct answer is option A. Be sure the passing lane is clear. Explanation. Before passing, you must make sure the passing lane is clear and give the proper turn signal to show you are going to change lanes. Question 137. When should drivers drive across or park on a median? Option A, when they need to rest. Option B, when they need to make a phone call. Option C, when they want to turn around. Option D, they should never drive into a median. The correct answer is option D. They should never drive into a median. Explanation: never drive across or park on a median. It is unsafe to do so. Question 138. You may turn right on red. Option A, if there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Option B, before pedestrians have crossed any intersecting crosswalks. Option C, before coming to a complete stop. Option D, after coming to a complete stop and yielding to pedestrians and vehicles in the intersection. The correct answer is option A. If there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Explanation: at an intersection with a solid red traffic signal, you may turn right after coming to a full stop. You may only turn if it is safe to do so, and if there is no sign prohibiting turns on a red light. Be careful of pedestrians crossing in front of your vehicle. Question 139. If you are driving near a motorcycle, you must: Option A, allow the motorcycle to use a complete lane. Option B, drive on the shoulder beside the motorcycle. Option C, allow the motorcycle to use only half of a lane. Option D, pass using the same lane as the motorcycle. The correct answer is option A. Allow the motorcycle to use a complete lane. Explanation: a motorcycle is a full-size vehicle with the same privileges as any other vehicle on the roadway. You should allow a motorcyclist a full lane width. Although it may seem as though there is enough room in the traffic lane for a larger vehicle and a motorcycle, remember that the motorcycle needs room to maneuver safely. Question 140. If confronted by an aggressive driver, you should: Option A, try to get out of their way. Option B, avoid making eye contact. Option C, ignore their hand gestures. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A. Try to get out of their way. Explanation: if confronted by an aggressive driver, the most important thing to do is try to get out of their way. Avoid making eye contact with the driver, and do not let yourself be provoked by gestures. Do not try to challenge aggressive drivers by speeding up. Question 141. You should turn on your headlights. Option A, 1/2 hour after sunset. Option B, 1/2 hour after sunrise. Option C, when parked at a school. Option D, when stopped at a railroad crossing. The correct answer is option A, 1/2 hour after sunset. Explanation: headlights must be used 1/2 hour after sunset until 1/2 hour before sunrise, when windshield wipers are being used due to rain or snow, and in any other situation when visibility is less than 500 feet. Auxiliary lights are never an appropriate substitute for headlights. Question 142. Downward-facing triangular signs. Option A, tell riders to yield. Option B, indicate school zones. Option C, indicate construction zones. Option D, tell riders to speed up. The correct answer is option A. Tell riders to yield. Explanation: downward-facing triangular signs usually indicate that road users should yield. Once the road is clear of traffic, bicycles, or pedestrians and it is safe to do so, riders may proceed. Question 143. Where should you never make a U-turn? Option A, at the crest of a hill. Option B, near a curve. Option C, where drivers cannot see you for 500 feet in both directions. Option D, any of the above. The correct answer is option A, at the crest of a hill. Explanation: do not make a U-turn at the crest of a hill, near a curve, or any place where you or other drivers cannot see 500 feet away. You should only make a U-turn when it is safe to do so. Question 144. What does a traffic signal displaying a solid red arrow mean? Option A, stop and proceed when it is safe to do so. Option B, stop and do not turn in the direction indicated by the arrow until the arrow turns green. Option C, turn slowly in the direction indicated by the arrow. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option B. Stop and do not turn in the direction indicated by the arrow until the arrow turns green. Explanation: do not turn in the direction indicated by a solid red arrow. Come to a complete stop before entering the intersection. Do not proceed with the turn until the arrow changes to green or flashing yellow. Question 145. Which of the following is not a type of retarder? Option A, exhaust. Option B, engine. Option C, air. Option D, electric. The correct answer is option D, electric. Explanation. Retarders are mechanisms in some vehicles that help slow a vehicle and reduce the need for braking. The four basic types of retarders are exhaust, engine, hydraulic, and electric. Question 146. When approaching a stopped school bus with its red lights flashing and its stop arm extended, you must: Option A, stop 5 feet away from the bus. Option B, stop only if you see children are present. Option C, stop and remain stopped until it appears safe to proceed. Option D, stop and remain stopped until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm has been withdrawn. The correct answer is option D. Stop and remain stopped until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm has been withdrawn. Explanation. When a school bus stops with its lights flashing and its stop arm extended, you must stop at least 10 feet away from the bus. Remain stopped until the red lights stop flashing, the stop arm has been withdrawn, and the children have reached a safe place. This is the law whether you are approaching the bus from behind, approaching it from the opposite direction, or approaching it at an intersection at which the school bus is stopped. Question 147. A person's ability to drive can be impaired by: Option A, alcohol. Option B, any medication. Option C, a lack of sleep. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, alcohol. Explanation. The ability to drive safely is dependent on the driver being in good physical condition. Driving can be impaired by alcohol, legal and illegal drugs, and being drowsy. Question 148. If the spring brakes are activated, you should never: Option A, push down the brake pedal. Option B, open the hood. Option C, release air from the air storage tanks. Option D, open the door to the cab. The correct answer is option A, push down the brake pedal. Explanation. Never apply the brake pedal if your spring brakes are activated. Brakes can be damaged if they are subject to both springs and air pressure. Question 149. The most common type of foundation brake used is the: Option A, S-cam drum brake. Option B, C-cam drum brake. Option C, G-cam disc brake. Option D, P-cam disc brake. The correct answer is option A, S-cam drum brake. Explanation. The most common type of foundation brake is an S-cam drum brake. Question 150. If your front tire goes flat: Option A, the steering will feel heavy. Option B, there will be no effect on handling. Option C, the back of the motorcycle will jerk from side to side. Option D, you will lose power to the brakes. The correct answer is option A, the steering will feel heavy. Explanation. If your front tire goes flat, steering will feel heavy. A front wheel flat is very dangerous because it affects your ability to steer. Question 151. A properly adjusted flat mirror should allow the driver to see: Option A, the rear tires touching the ground. Option B, the front tires touching the ground. Option C, only the roadway and no parts of the bus. Option D, the front bumper. The correct answer is option C, only the roadway and no parts of the bus. Explanation. Properly adjusted flat mirrors on a school bus should allow the driver to see 200 feet behind the bus, the base of each rear wheel, and the sides of the bus. Question 152. Drivers who eat and drink while driving: Option A, make no driving errors. Option B, have trouble driving slowly. Option C, are better drivers because they are not hungry. Option D, have trouble controlling their vehicles. The correct answer is option D, have trouble controlling their vehicles. Explanation. Choosing to eat, drink, or smoke while driving is dangerous because these actions require a driver to remove their hands from the wheel and their eyes from the road. Drivers who engage in distracting activities while driving have trouble staying in their lanes and controlling their vehicles. Question 153. A driver may park in a space reserved for people with disabilities if the vehicle displays the proper license plates. Option A, regardless of who is in the vehicle. Option B, and only if the driver is disabled. Option C, and is carrying the disabled person named on the registration. Option D, and someone in the driver's immediate family is disabled. The correct answer is option C, and is carrying the disabled person named on the registration. Explanation. To park in a space reserved for people with disabilities, the vehicle must be in operation to transport the disabled person named on the registration or permit. Question 154. Seat belts are most effective when they are worn by option A, the person driving the car. Option B, passengers when they are on a long drive. Option C, all occupants of a car being driven on an expressway. Option D, all occupants of a car every time the car is driven. The correct answer is option A, the person driving the car. Explanation. When you drive, make sure each person in your vehicle wears a seat belt. In the event of a crash, a person without a seat belt becomes a flying object and a danger to each person in the vehicle. Question 155. You may not park within blank of a railroad crossing. Option A, 100 feet. Option B, 75 feet. Option C, 50 feet. Option D, 150 feet. The correct answer is option C, 50 feet. Explanation. Drivers should never park within 50 feet of a railroad crossing. Drivers should only park where it is legal to do so, and where drivers from both directions can clearly see the stopped vehicle. Question 156. When meeting a car with blinding headlights, you should option A, use your bright lights until the other vehicle dims theirs. Option B, flash your lights on and off to warn the other driver. Option C, dim your lights and then speed up to pass quickly. Option D, look toward the right side of the road. The correct answer is option D, look toward the right side of the road. Explanation. If a vehicle comes toward you with its high beams on, look away from the headlights and toward the right side of the road until the car has passed. This will keep you from being blinded. Question 157. Test the tractor protection valve by option A, removing the air supply knob. Option B, removing the parking brake control knob. Option C, releasing air with the brake pedal. Option D, releasing air with the gas pedal. The correct answer is option C, releasing air with the brake pedal. Explanation. You should test the tractor protection valve by allowing the air supply to properly charge, turning off the engine, then releasing air from the system by pressing the brake pedal several times. The tractor protection valve should move into its emergency position when side drops to an unsafe level. Question 158. At dusk or on overcast days, you should option A, drive using your four-way flashers. Option B, drive using your parking lights. Option C, not turn on any vehicle lights. Option D, turn on your headlights. The correct answer is option D, turn on your headlights. Explanation. At dusk or on overcast days, you must turn on your headlights. Dim your lights to their low beam setting when within 1,000 feet of an approaching vehicle and when within 500 feet of a vehicle that you are following. When driving in poor weather, always use your low beams. Question 159. When driving a vehicle equipped with an anti-lock braking system ABS, you should option A, stop harder than you would in a vehicle not equipped with ABS. Option B, use extra braking force to ensure the ABS kicks in. Option C, brake as you would in a vehicle not equipped with ABS. Option D, brake with less force than you would in a vehicle not equipped with ABS. The correct answer is option C, brake as you would in a vehicle not equipped with ABS. Explanation. When driving a tractor-trailer combination that is equipped with an anti-lock braking system ABS, you should brake in the same manner that you would if the vehicle was not equipped with ABS. Question 160. When using a roundabout or rotary island, drivers should option A, yield to entering traffic. Option B, yield to traffic already in the roundabout. Option C, drive in a clockwise direction. Option D, stop within the rotary island. The correct answer is option A, yield to entering traffic. Explanation. A roundabout is a circular intersection that flows in a counterclockwise direction around a central island and usually does not include a traffic signal. Motorists must enter from the right, yield into traffic already in the roundabout, and follow the circle to the right until the desired roadway is reached. Question 161. Which of the following is not a good safety tip? Option A, slow to a safe speed before turning. Option B, when turning, lean in the direction you wish to go. Option C, avoid dragging your feet on the roadway. Option D. Avoid looking at other vehicles. The correct answer is option A. Slow to a safe speed before turning. Explanation. Slow to a safe speed before beginning a turn and lean in the direction of the turn. Don't drag your feet on the roadway, as you could lose control if they catch on something. Always scan the roadway for other traffic. Question 162. It is unlawful to: Option A. Pass a school bus that is using its flashing red lights and has its stop arm extended. Option B. Pass within 100 feet of any intersection. Option C. Pass within 100 feet of any railroad crossing. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option C. Pass within 100 feet of any railroad crossing. Explanation. There are a number of situations where it is unlawful for drivers to pass. Drivers may not pass a school bus that is loading or unloading children. Passing is prohibited within 100 feet of a railroad crossing, within 100 feet of an intersection, and within any other designated no passing zone. Question 163. You are involved in an accident. You should: Option A. Stop immediately. Option B. Help the injured. Option C. Call the police. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option A. Stop immediately. Explanation. If involved in an accident, you should stop your vehicle immediately. If possible, move the vehicle out of the way of traffic. Call the nearest police agency and ask for an ambulance, if necessary. Do not move the injured unnecessarily, but attempt to stop severe bleeding with direct pressure. Wait for emergency vehicles to arrive. Question 164. When driving on packed snow, you should reduce your speed. Option A by at least 1/2. Option B by about 1/3. Option C by about 1/4. Option D by about 1/8. The correct answer is option A. By at least 1/2. Explanation. When driving on packed snow, you should reduce your speed by 1/2 or more. It can be difficult to stop or turn when operating on a slippery surface, so you must adjust your speed to drive safely under such conditions. Question 165. If you are using an unfamiliar motorcycle, what should you do before riding? Option A. Ride like you would on your bike, since all bikes are about the same. Option B. Check the controls and shift pattern. Option C. Take the owner's word that everything is in working order. Option D. Assume you know where all the controls are located. The correct answer is option B. Check the controls and shift pattern. Explanation. All motorcycles are slightly different, so you should check the controls and make sure you know the gear pattern before riding an unfamiliar motorcycle. Work the throttle, clutch, and brakes a few times prior to riding. Question 166. The correct way to use a freeway exit ramp is to: Option A. Slow down before entering the exit ramp. Option B. Slow down once moving onto the exit ramp. Option C. Keep your speed constant once in the exit ramp. Option D. Pass slower traffic in the exit ramp. The correct answer is option A. Slow down before entering the exit ramp. Explanation. When using a freeway exit ramp, do not slow down until you move onto the exit ramp. Question 167. How can you help prevent rear-end collisions? Option A. Avoid sudden stops. Option B. Before stopping, check your mirrors and blind spots for traffic. Option C. Release the gas pedal and let your vehicle slow before applying the brakes. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option C. Release the gas pedal and let your vehicle slow before applying the brakes. Explanation. Stopping suddenly can make it difficult for drivers behind you to avoid a rear-end collision. When stopping, release the accelerator to allow your vehicle to slow. Press the brake pedal by applying steady pressure, activating your brake lights and causing the vehicle to stop smoothly. Question 168. You can practice driving with a valid learner permit. Option A. Between 12:01 a.m. and 5 a.m. Option B. Between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Option C. Between 5 a.m. and 11 p.m. Option D. Anytime. The correct answer is option C. Between 5 a.m. and 11 p.m. Explanation. A person with a valid learner permit may not drive between 11 o'clock p.m. and 5 o'clock a.m. Question 169. What should you do when confronted with an aggressive driver? Option A. Make eye contact. Option B. Try to stay in the other driver's way. Option C. Ignore their gestures. Option D. Have a conversation. The correct answer is option A. Make eye contact. Explanation. If confronted by an aggressive driver, the most important thing for you to do is get out of their way. Avoid making eye contact, do not challenge them by increasing your speed, and do not let yourself be provoked by any angry gestures they direct toward you. Question 170. To enter a freeway, option A, signal, yield to existing traffic and enter at the same speed that traffic is moving. Option B, signal and enter the freeway. Freeway traffic must yield. Option C, drive slowly so you can check traffic. Option D, always come to a complete stop first. The correct answer is option A. Signal, yield to existing traffic and enter at the same speed that traffic is moving. Explanation. When merging into traffic, you should signal and enter at the same speed that traffic is moving. Always yield to other traffic when entering a roadway. Question 171. You are driving on a highway divided by two solid yellow lines. You may, option A, cross these lines only to make a left turn into or from an alley, private road, or driveway. Option B, cross these lines to pass other vehicles, but only if there is no oncoming traffic. Option C, cross these lines under no circumstances. Option D, cross these lines only to make a U-turn. The correct answer is option A. Cross these lines only to make a left turn into or from an alley, private road, or driveway. Explanation. Double solid yellow lines are used to mark roadways where passing is prohibited from both directions. You may cross these lines only to make a left turn into or from an alley, private road, or driveway. Question 172. Stress can affect your driving by option A, lowering your ability to focus on driving. Option B, decreasing your chances of an accident. Option C, causing you to fall asleep at the wheel. Option D, making you more aware of others around you. The correct answer is option A, lowering your ability to focus on driving. Explanation. Emotions can have a great effect on your driving ability. You may not be able to drive well if you are overly worried, excited, afraid, angry, or sad. Stress can lessen your concentration on the task of driving. It is better to wait to drive than to risk driving while you are emotionally unstable. Question 173. The speed limit in business zones is option A, 15 miles per hour. Option B, 25 miles per hour. Option C, 30 miles per hour. Option D, 35 miles per hour. The correct answer is option B, 25 miles per hour. Explanation. Unless posted otherwise, the speed limit for passenger vehicles and motorcycles in business, residential, or school areas is 25 miles per hour. Question 174. If a green arrow turns into a solid green light, you, option A, may still turn, but you must yield to oncoming traffic. Option B, may no longer turn and must proceed straight. Option C, still have the right of way to turn. Option D, no longer have to turn in the direction that the arrow indicated. The correct answer is option A. May still turn, but you must yield to oncoming traffic. Explanation. If a green arrow turns into a solid green light, you may still turn in the direction that the arrow is pointing, but you must first yield to pedestrians and oncoming traffic. Question 175. Do not make a U-turn unless you can be seen from both directions for at least option A, 100 feet. Option B, 200 feet. Option C, 300 feet. Option D, 500 feet. The correct answer is option D, 500 feet. Explanation. Never make a U-turn where you cannot see or be seen for at least 500 feet in both directions. Locations where you should not make a U-turn include near the top of a hill and within a curve. Question 176. As you near an intersection, the traffic light changes from green to yellow. Your best action is to option A, speed up to beat the red light. Option B, apply the brakes sharply to stop. Option C, be prepared to stop in the center of the intersection. Option D, be prepared to stop before the intersection. The correct answer is option A. Speed up to beat the red light. Explanation. A steady yellow traffic light indicates that the light will soon change to red. You should be prepared to stop for the red light, if it is safe to do so. Question 177. Swerving a motorcycle. Option A, requires a lot of traction. Option B, requires little traction. Option C, is a slow maneuver. Option D, should be done to avoid a hazard on a slippery road. The correct answer is option A, requires a lot of traction. Explanation. Swerving is a quick maneuver that requires a lot of traction in order to be safely executed. Making sudden moves, such as swerving, on slippery surfaces should be avoided. Question 178. When adjusting your rearview mirror, you should be able to clearly see. Option A, the entire rear window. Option B, the passengers in the back seat. Option C, your own reflection. Option D, most of the lane next to you. The correct answer is option A, the entire rear window. Explanation. Adjust the inside rearview mirror so you can see the entire rear window from the driver's seat. You should have to move only your eyes, not your head, when using this mirror. Question 179. When a curb is painted blank, it means no stopping, standing, or parking is permitted at any time. Option A, yellow. Option B, blue. Option C, green. Option D, red. The correct answer is option D, red. Explanation. Painted curbs indicate parking restrictions. When a curb is painted red, it means no stopping, standing, or parking is permitted at any time. Question 180. You will lose your license if you are convicted of. Option A, driving without a license. Option B, passing a stopped school bus. Option C, failing to yield the right of way. Option D, driving at speeds higher than 75 miles per hour. The correct answer is option C, failing to yield the right of way. Explanation. In certain cases, the DMV can suspend your license if you are convicted of driving at speeds higher than 75 miles per hour. Passing a stopped school bus, driving without a license, or failing to yield the right of way will incur points, which can lead to suspension of your license if enough total points are incurred. Question 181. When being passed by another vehicle, motorcyclists should be alert to. Option A, the other vehicle's extended mirrors. Option B, objects being thrown from the other vehicle. Option C, gusts of wind coming from the passing vehicle. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C, gusts of wind coming from the passing vehicle. Explanation. When being passed, motorcyclists should be careful not to be hit by any part of the passing vehicle, including its mirrors. In addition to the vehicle itself, motorcyclists should also be aware of wind gusts coming from the passing vehicle and potential objects being thrown by a passenger in the vehicle who may not be paying attention to the road. Question 182. Railroad crossings should always be considered. Option A, safe to cross, as it is unlikely that a train will be coming. Option B, dangerous. Option C, safe locations to park a car. Option D, a place where it is required to stop. The correct answer is option B, dangerous. Explanation. Railroad crossings are always dangerous. Drivers should always look and listen for trains approaching from either direction on all railroad tracks. Always follow the directions indicated by signs, signals, and flaggers. Never proceed past a railroad crossing until you are certain it is safe to do so. Question 183. When is it permissible to text while driving? Option A, at any time when the driver is under age 18. Option B, at any time when the driver is age 18 or older. Option C, if the driver can send a text without looking at their phone. Option D, only in emergencies. The correct answer is option C, if the driver can send a text without looking at their phone. Explanation. Drivers may not use a cell or mobile telephone for text messaging while driving, unless it is in an emergency. Looking away from the road for any amount of time increases the possibility of a collision. Question 184. When asked to complete a driver's side parallel parking maneuver, you should. Option A, pass the parking space while backing, then pull forward into it. Option B, pull forward past the parking space, then back into it. Option C, pull forward into the parking space without passing it first. Option D, back into the parking space without passing it first. The correct answer is option B, Pull forward past the parking space, then back into it. Explanation. You may be asked to complete a parallel parking maneuver into a parking space that is to the left of your vehicle. You should drive past the parking space before backing into it, while bringing the rear of your vehicle as close to the rear of the space as possible. Your vehicle should be completely within the boundaries of the space. Question 185. A slow-moving vehicle emblem is required to be displayed on all vehicles that are designed to operate at a speed of blank or lower. Option A, 25 miles per hour. Option B, 35 miles per hour. Option C, 50 miles per hour. Option D, 70 miles per hour. The correct answer is option A, 25 miles per hour. Explanation. Slow-moving vehicles are required to display slow-moving vehicle emblems. A vehicle is considered to be slow-moving if it is built to drive at speeds of 25 miles per hour or slower. Question 186. When approaching a curve during the on-road driving test, you must do all of the following, except Option A, check traffic thoroughly in all directions. Option B, reduce your speed before entering the curve. Option C, keep your vehicle in its lane. Option D, steadily use the brakes throughout the curve. The correct answer is option C. Keep your vehicle in its lane. Explanation. When approaching a curve during the on-road driving test, you should thoroughly check traffic in all directions. Before entering the curve, reduce your speed sufficiently so that further braking or shifting is not required. Keep your vehicle in its lane and continue checking traffic in all directions. Question 187. Round signs indicate Option A, no passing zones. Option B, school zones. Option C, upcoming railroad crossings. Option D, hospitals. The correct answer is option C, upcoming railroad crossings. Explanation. Round signs warn drivers of an upcoming railroad crossing area. Drivers should use extra caution when approaching a railroad crossing. Question 188. A vehicle displaying a slow-moving vehicle emblem cannot drive faster than Option A, 10 miles per hour. Option B, 15 miles per hour. Option C, 20 miles per hour. Option D, 30 miles per hour. The correct answer is option D, 30 miles per hour. Explanation. An orange and red triangular sign indicates a slow-moving vehicle. A vehicle displaying one of these signs cannot be driven faster than 30 miles per hour. Question 189. When entering a turn, a rider should Option A, speed up. Option B, reduce their speed. Option C, move their shoulders to match the angle of the turn. Option D, sit up as high as possible. The correct answer is option B, reduce their speed. Explanation. Before entering a turn, a motorcyclist should reduce their speed by closing the throttle and, if necessary, applying both brakes. Question 190. When a two-way roadway has a shared center lane, you can Option A, use it to pass. Option B, use the lane as a regular driving lane during rush hour. Option C, drive in the lane as far as necessary, as long as you're turning left. Option D, drive in the lane for no more than 300 feet before turning left. The correct answer is option D, drive in the lane for no more than 300 feet before turning left. Explanation. A shared center lane may not be used for passing or for travel of farther than 300 feet. Drivers should use these lanes to safely turn left from a multi-lane roadway. Question 191. If a vehicle using high beams comes toward you, you should Option A, turn on your high beams. Option B, turn off your headlights. Option C, sound your horn. Option D, flash your high beams. The correct answer is option D, flash your high beams. Explanation. If a vehicle using high beams comes toward you, flash your high beams quickly a few times. If the driver does not dim their lights, look toward the right side of the road. This will keep you from being blinded by the other vehicle's headlights. Question 192. A 5-ounce glass of wine contains the same amount of alcohol as Option A, 1 pint of whiskey. Option B, 1 12-ounce can of beer. Option C, a gallon of wine. Option D, a 6-pack of beer. The correct answer is option B, 1 12-ounce can of beer. Explanation. A 5-ounce glass of wine, 12% alcohol. A 12-ounce can or bottle of beer and 1.5 ounces of 86 proof liquor all contain approximately the same amount of alcohol. A person's ability to drive will be equally impaired by the same amount of alcohol no matter what kind of alcoholic beverage they drink. Question 193. Pentagonal signs indicate: Option A, school zones. Option B, no passing zones. Option C, speed limits. Option D, railroad crossings. The correct answer is option A, school zones. Explanation: Pentagonal signs indicate that you are in a school zone. The extra alert to children and pedestrians when traveling near a school. Question 194. In bad weather, increase your following distance to: Option A, 4 seconds. Option B, 3 seconds. Option C, 2 seconds. Option D, 1 second. The correct answer is option A, 4 seconds. Explanation: the more distance between your vehicle and others, the more time you will have to react if another driver makes a mistake. Keep a minimum following distance of 4 seconds when driving under poor weather and traffic conditions. Question 195. When a funeral procession is present, blank has the right of way. Option A, another driver. Option B, a pedestrian. Option C, the funeral procession. Option D, a bicyclist. The correct answer is option C, the funeral procession. Explanation: drivers, pedestrians, and bicyclists must yield the right of way to funeral processions. When the lead vehicle enters an intersection, the remaining vehicles in the funeral procession may follow through the intersection, regardless of traffic control devices. Question 196. You may cross double solid yellow lines. Option A, to pass a slow-moving truck. Option B, to turn into a driveway. Option C, to pass another car. Option D, under no conditions. The correct answer is option B, to turn into a driveway. Explanation: double solid lines indicate that you may not pass or change lanes. You cannot cross the lines unless it is to turn left to enter or exit a highway, to turn into or from a driveway, or to make a U-turn where permitted. Question 197. To help prevent crashes, you should: Option A, communicate with other road users. Option B, ignore other drivers on the road. Option C, drive only on side streets and back roads. Option D, avoid driving during rush hour. The correct answer is option A, communicate with other road users. Explanation: crashes often happen because one driver does something that other road users are not expecting. You should communicate with other motorists, bicyclists, and pedestrians by doing things like signaling when slowing down, stopping, or changing direction. Use your emergency signals or horn when appropriate. Question 198. A steady yellow signal light means: Option A, the traffic signal is changing from green to red. Option B, you should slam on your brakes. Option C, you should increase your speed. Option D, the car in front of you is going too slowly. The correct answer is option A, the traffic signal is changing from green to red. Explanation: a steady yellow light tells you the traffic signal is changing from green to red. Slow down and stop for a steady yellow light, unless you are already within the intersection or cannot safely stop before entering the intersection. Question 199. On two-lane, two-way streets or highways, you should start left turns. Option A, close to the center line. Option B, close to the outside line. Option C, in the right lane. Option D, from any lane. The correct answer is option A, close to the center line. Explanation: on two-lane, two-way streets or highways, you should make left turns from as close to the center line as possible. Question 200. Fluorescent pink signs are: Option A, speed limit signs. Option B, incident management signs. Option C, school zone signs. Option D, mile markers. The correct answer is option B, incident management signs. Explanation: fluorescent pink is used as the background color for incident management signs. These signs are temporarily placed and indicate a non-permanent issue, such as a road closure due to a crash. Drivers should react accordingly when coming across one of these signs.